We are using Midiflow, which is basically a Swiss knife for MIDI events on iOS. So all the input can be transformed, can be modified, I should say. And then the important part is to remap, of course, the notes, note remapping. You see here all the notes of the keyboard. I don't know how many are there here, over 100. So you can also use a very large full-size MIDI controllers. Now, there we go. We take the D, the middle D, as the mirror axis, you could say. So this note, this key, stays the same. So we do not remap this key, but all the other keys. How do we do it? Normally on a standard keyboard, the E is this note, so 2 half notes higher to the right gets you the E. Now, of course, on the left-handed piano, this would not be the E, but actually the C. So what we do is we remap the keys going from right to left. So you see D4, this would be C4, this would be A3, G3, and so on. And to the left, this would be E4, F4, G4, A, B in English, in German is H, C, 5, etc. You get the point. This is some manual work. You have to insert this. There's also an option to paste this via text file. I was too lazy to provide this for you. Maybe I do it in the future, but I guess it's quite a good exercise to really get your head around the idea. I mean, it's not that difficult, but just to understand the MIDI aspect of this. So every note, every half note actually has to be remapped, of course, and in this program it's a manual thing. In other apps or PC computer programs, software of MIDI processing, you could do this with a script. So program it just like take all the keys right to D and remap them accordingly. The amount of halftone steps left to the D. You get the point. There are multiple ways to do this in a program, but in this case it's manual work, so you have to edit this, but it's actually good exercise. You do this, insert it, and save it. And now we have our setup, and the next thing would be to actually route the MIDI keys into another app, or actually another controller that is connected to the iPad or iPhone. In this case, I do not have an external controller, but I do the sound synthesizer, or what you want to use on the iPad itself. So I use iGrand Piano, change the app here, you can see iGram Piano. This is the free version. I also have this one here, Ravenscroft. This is not free, but you can use many apps. You could use synthesizers like strings or Hammond organ or whatever you like. So opening this one, iGram Piano. Now try. So you can see that the remapping is done correctly. So this is the D, which remains unchanged. And on the standard keyboard, piano keyboard, this would of course be higher, but on the left-handed piano keyboard, it's lower. It's not the E, but it's the C actually. And the funny thing about this, in my opinion, is that if you perceive this as a mirror axis, the piano keyboard is actually symmetrical, besides the instrument not being symmetrical. So the strings of the piano in an upright, upright, or in a grand piano, in 90 degrees spanned, they are asymmetrical because the shorter strings sound higher and the longer strings sound lower, of course. But the keyboard to control all this is symmetrical with respect to this key, or actually the A flat also. You can see this. Go here. It's exactly like this. It's symmetrical. You could also use this mirror axis, but this affects, of course, the lower or higher end of the keyboard. If you have if you have large MIDI controllers, then it's better to use the D, because you get more standard range, like for classical pieces. They use or avant-garde music. They use the lower or higher end. Yes, but for just standard music, pop music, etc., you can use both axes. I don't know. All my axes live in Texas. So I think this is clear. Have fun fooling around, and let me know what you think. If you like this, if it works for you, and if you have questions regarding this, the MIDI app, Midiflow, is not free. It's, I guess, $10 or below, so it's really cheap. I'm not the developer. I don't know the developer. I don't gain anything from this. You could also use other apps, of course, as you know. I don't know if there's an app for Android as well, probably, but I guess iOS is also a good platform for music applications. So many people already use this and have this. If you have an iPad or an iPhone with a decent iOS version, so not 10 years old, but I don't know, quite recent, then and maybe you also have this adapter, then I mean it's probably a very cheap solution to do this. So let me know, and see you. Oh, now it's not on. The sound is not active because I need to switch to the app.